Lolo and Wacy. Today we will be telling you about our experience at the 4OU tour. We live in Oklahoma, so it was in Dallas. We went to the Dallas location, and it was a 5-hour drive. We got there around the time that the Dolans landed in their airport, and we were watching the story, like trying to keep up to see if we could like run into them in public on accident. And we pulled up to our hotel. You know, we look like white trash,
dirty looks everywhere.
Like every woman here was over
God.
the age of 70 and was dressed like the old woman section in Dillard's.
They stare at you when you look at them. They don't go.
They don't
They go. That was how that went.
We wanted to get upstairs to our room to change, you know, whatever, just because we were gonna go eat. We changed, we do a little tiny bit of makeup, and then we had to run out to the car because she forgot her charger. So we see this car sitting there and it's white, and Grace looks and she goes, and keeps walking, and I looked over to see what she was looking at. There's Grayson Dolan is sitting in the front seat of this car. He had his pink hat, and he goes,
and so we just like keep walking to the car, and we go in the parking lot, and we were like, oh my God.
And we walked past this girl, and Grace goes, oh my God, that was Cameron Dolan. We walked past Cameron Dolan, and we didn't say anything. We didn't realize it was her.
She just did her kind of like that.
Like she knew.
Yeah, like
she knew.
She knew why we were there, obviously.
She knew that we were kind of waiting on her brothers and stuff. And we immediately call up our moms, and we're like, they're here at our hotel. They're staying at our hotel, and we're freaking out. Okay, so we went upstairs, you know.
I have pretty good.
Our moms were like begging us to come outside by the pool.
Probably 11 at night.
They finally got us to come outside with them. And we were sitting there, and these guys come out, and they look really young. And my mom goes, you know, I bet you $50 that those guys are part of the Dolan twin tour, like they're bodyguards or whatever. And you're like, if they are, then why don't you go ask them? Like, bet you'll do it. Go ask. And my mom never ended up asking.
So we're like saying all this pretty loud, and there's a guy at like this table behind us, but then the guys we were talking about were like, oh, way away, so they couldn't hear us, but this other guy could.
He didn't say anything. I mean, we tried to keep our voices down, but we were talking pretty loud about those other guys over there. Most of you saw the day of the actual tour, Grayson went on a run, and we're like, well, we're staying at his hotel, we're gonna be able to see him run back. And we're like propped up against these windows. We're watching outside of our windows, trying to see like, oh, maybe we can see him running or something like that, you know. And we're sitting there, we're waiting, and we freaked out over like 5 guys that we thought were him. We were like, oh my gosh, it's him. No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
So.
It was like, Grace goes, wait, that's him and his sister. And so we see Grayson and Cameron walking towards the hotel. We're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. We throw on like cute clothes. We do like a little tiny bit of makeup.
We were looking really trash.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
We get in the elevator, and we're like, oh my God, if he's sitting right there, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream. The doors open. There's Grayson Dolan sitting on the couch in front of the elevators with Cameron. We go,
I know, Lily goes, and I'm on my phone, and I look up, and I see her, and here we go, making that awkward eye contact once again. I look at her, and I'm just like, and she's like, and we just walked past. He's on his phone. He never even looked up.
He never saw us. So, but we didn't want to be one of those girls that are like, oh my gosh, Grayson, take a picture with me.
Yeah.
You know, we like try to be chill about it because we didn't want to bother him. When I saw them there, my mom was in the lobby, and I was like, oh my God, Mom, that's Grayson Dolan. She's like, what? Who? Like, never mind. And so her mom was sitting out by the pool, and I ran to the pool. I was jumping over fences trying to get to her to tell her. She's the only one that really cared. So we get to her, and I was like, oh my God, Grayson Dolan and his sister are sitting in the lobby.
Girl,
this B word was laying next to me. She looked older than...
She's 16 years old.
But at a running glance, she looked like maybe like the rest of the old ladies here.
Lily was in a zone.
I was in a zone.
You feel me? And I was aware of my surroundings, and so she
goes, what? And I hear this girl go, wait, what?
She's like, what did you just say?
I said, nothing. I wasn't, no, nothing. And there were other girls in the pool that I didn't realize were her age, and they all swarmed together in the pool. They're like, then they all got out, told their moms, We were like, oh my gosh. And so we hung around outside to make sure that they wouldn't try and go in and like corral them. And my aunt was like, it's okay, I'll go inside and then tell you when they leave. And so she went inside to go pee and then came back and she's like, they're gone. It's like, okay, we went inside. We went upstairs, and that's when we ran into the elevator guy. Our moms had made friends with some guy that they had met in an elevator because he was wearing a mala, and my mom's like big on the whole mala thing. And we had seen him ourselves, so like, hey, you know, in the elevator, he was like,
yeah, we had conversation. It was cool, and he was like, why are you guys here? We were like, we're seeing the Dolan twins. He was like, the Dolan twins? We were like, yeah, the Dolan twins. And he was like, oh, cool, maybe I'll see you there. I don't know. And
but he was way older, so we were kind of confused. We were like, why would he be? Was he joking? Like, he was like, oh yeah, I'm in that. I'll see you there. And we were like,
and whenever we told him we were seeing the Dolan twins, he acted like confused-esque.
You know, that said he was gonna be at the concert. We were like, why would you be there? But that's when we ran into him, and I get a text from my mom.
While you were in the shower.
Yep, I was in the shower, and my mom texted me in a group chat with my sister in it, and she said, oh my gosh, you're so right. They're so cute. I just rode down the elevator with them.
I get up, I'm like, oh my God, Lily, because we were literally about to go down there with her. And whenever they went down the stairs, there was girls.
My mom told me that
everywhere.
Those girls at the pool had ended up telling all of their friends. So there was at least 50 girls who had found out where they were staying and were waiting by the elevators in the lobby. It ended up all getting kicked out because there weren't any rooms available. Like, girls were like trying to check in, and it was making me so mad because, like, you know, that was my fault.
Our moms are still outside, and they made a new friend. They were talking about us seeing the Dolan twins. He's like, oh yeah, they're so cute. And he's like, little boy cute. She's like, no, like, they're actually cute. And this guy who was at the pool the night before that was sitting pretty close to us, he goes, are you talking about my boys? My mom's like, who are your boys? And he was like,
twins.
The twins, yeah.
They're my boys.
They're my boys. And she was like, oh my God, then yeah. And
so the night before, when we had been trying to bet our mothers to go talk to those other guys about them being in contact with the Dolan twins, their dad was sitting behind us listening to the whole conversation.
We just went back upstairs to get ready.
We just finished getting ready. We're like, you know what, if we run into them, we run into them. Our mothers have done it so many times. So we get ready, we get in our shuttle, we go, and we stand in this long, long line. We're waiting. We met other girls and stuff, we were hanging out. And we see the guy, the elevator guy again. We were like, oh my gosh, you're seriously here. Hey, what's up? Hey, he was like, hey, and we were like, talking to him, and my mom asked, so who makes the malas? And he goes, my younger, my daughter, she makes these for my son in his music videos. And she goes, ooh, he's in music videos? She's like, yeah, he's gonna be in the tour. We're like, there's only one other guy.
I said, Alex? And he said, yeah, my son Alex. And all these girls start freaking out around us. They're like, oh my God. And they're like taking pictures of him, like, do you want to take like a selfie? And so we took a selfie with him, me and my mom did. And we were just talking to him. And
so we ended up befriending both, so we became friends with them. We got into the show, and we actually got up to the front gate. It was a long line. I mean, it was crazy. Girls everywhere screaming, you're my daddy, take off your shirt type thing.
No! Oh, you did this one. I didn't even draw a face.
I wanted to punch all of them in the face. Okay, we get it.
That's just like embarrassing.
It really is embarrassing, because you know you wouldn't say that to their face if you had a meet and greet. And they finally come out. It was the cutest thing ever. The best experience. They did their cute little skits on stage.
That's illegal. You're not allowed to catch it. If you're breaking the rules, you get this. Oh my gosh.
And then it lasted for how long? At least 2 hours, right?
Yeah,
an hour and a half. It was very short, but Alex did his little singing in between while they got cleaned up.
Woo!
And then the meet and greet started around like 10:30ish. 10:30. I don't know why it was so late.
It's just because we were in the back, so that's why we got in like
And we wanted to be in the back so we could talk to them longer and be able to like get our poses in, but that doesn't change. They seemed a little bit more rushed when you're in the back and you don't get all your poses in, you don't even get to talk to them. The security guards are pretty rude during those things.
Oh, they're very rude.
When we were standing in line, Alex was going around hugging all the girls, and Alex, I gotta tell you, is the sweetest.
Yeah.
Oh,
thank you.
He is the sweetest out of the both of them. I mean, the twins, they're sweet.
I mean, they're sweet, but we wouldn't really know because we didn't get to have any kind of conversation.
Alex was just free walking around. He was hugging girls and like
as much time as you wanted.
He held on to her while he was like talking to other people. Like he just held on to her and like wouldn't let her go because she was like so upset and overwhelmed with seeing him. And like he told him, "Oh, you guys are so pretty. I love you guys so much." Everything like that. And it wasn't generic like, you know, what the other meet and greet hears, like, that you hear from them, like, "You're the prettiest girl I've ever seen tonight," you know? Only Dallas is pretty. Like,
I love you. I love you so
it was, like, genuine, like, full-on having a conversation with him. Like, I got to tell him, "Hey, your dad's cool." Like, we had a conversation. Like, our moms are friends with your dad now. He's like, "Oh, that's really cool," you know? And then once you were done, like talking to Alex in line, they called you up either with your friend or by yourself. We went by ourselves, and I don't know why. It probably was.
I just was feeling it. I wanted my own pictures.
She went first.
I wanted them to myself.
And both kissed her, and were like,
yeah. I went up to Ethan first, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, you are so pretty." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." And then Grayson was like, "You're gorgeous. Oh my god." And then I was like, "Oh, thanks." But then I had like gone blank once I saw them. Like once you're actually there, it's like so surreal. And I had all these poses in my head, but I couldn't think of any of them once I was actually talking to them. So then I was like, "Can I be on your Snapchat story?" Because I was gonna ask them to start a streak with me. And then Ethan was like, "Oh, my phone's on the charger," and Grayson was like, "Oh my god, I don't have my phone, I'm so sorry." And I was like, "Oh, it's okay." And then I hugged them both again, and he was like, "I love you." And then he was like, "Have a good night."
Yeah, mine wasn't that fun. I was really excited that I saw them though. I mean, I walked up to them and like I didn't know who to hug first. And Grayson goes, "Oh my gosh, I love your hair, it's so cute," because you know I have purple roots, which is just because I haven't touched it up. And then I was like, "Thanks." And we took our picture and I said, "I love you guys so much." They go, "I love you too," and I hugged him. That was it. So, because we were gonna ask them, like, during the show, they were like, "Hey, whoever wants to go get ice cream later, you know, we're up for that." And we were gonna ask them because we're in the same hotel. So we just wanted to do that really bad. But, that didn't happen. And I figured they'd be too tired anyway, so when we got home, we, sat by the pool again, that you could look into the lobby, and we're gonna try and see if we could catch him. We saw their security guards walk in, and we just hung out and talked to his dad while we were waiting for them to get back from tour.
We talked to his dad for like an hour probably, and then went in. Whenever we woke up the next morning, I was starving, and I was freaking hungry, and I was like,
because they
"Let's
didn't
go
have
to
any
Denny's."
Yeah. When we woke up, we wanted to go to breakfast with them because we figured they had honors. So we were like gonna get up super early, but by the time we woke up on their Snapchat story, they were already in the car, so we were like, well, crap. But we didn't see them get on their plane, so we're like, maybe we could catch them at one of these breakfast places. On their Snapchat story was them at Denny's. There was a Denny's right across the street from our hotel. We're like, oh my gosh, they're there. So in the parking lot, we undress out of our pajamas and put on real clothes and put on concealer and go in. They were already in Houston.
Yeah, I think we had a pretty good experience, and if you have any questions, like DM us. Ethan, Grayson, if you're watching this, links down below. Go hit me up in my DMs, you feel me? Yeah, they probably like you better anyway, so it's you. And you're beautiful. They both kissed you, and they both said that you were gorgeous. So I got, hey, your hair's cute. I love you. Really did appreciate them. I know they were trying their best because they've gone through all these annoying girls all night and having to listen to us scream about how hot they were and how much we loved them. And they did a really good job. The show was great. They did. And we're so glad we got to go because that was an experience. Thank you so much for watching our experience video, and we hope that if you get to go on one of their tours that you have a great experience. We will love to look through your pictures. Yeah. Bye! Bye!